It has been an entire week since your boy has been live, I think. It's been a week or 6 days, basically a week. I mean, what are we doing, right? I would like to apologize for missing yesterday's Melody of Memory Monday. I just wasn't feeling it. Like, I'm gonna just be straight up. I don't know what it's been with me the past week. I've been focusing so heavily on like upcoming videos and shorts, and just my plans for the rest of the month that I did not make room for streaming, and my nights have been pretty busy, and I haven't made the time to stream during the day. But we are 2 weeks out. I said 2 weeks. We are 2 days, less than 2 days, out from the Game Awards. KH4 won't be at TGA. Yeah, probably not. Probably not. We're gonna watch anyways. We're gonna cope. We're gonna watch anyways, and we'll see what happens. Probably nothing, but hey, where I see it, if something happens, yay. If nothing does, I guess we'll be in the same situation. Probably a little more doom and glooming, but we'll be in the same situation. Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to talk about that. I was going to make that a part of the stream today, but well, it is going to be part of the stream still. However, I hope the music isn't too loud. There we go. But regardless, I was going to make that a part of today's stream, but I just ended up not doing so. Like, I was going to put it in the title, but I didn't, because it came out like not too long after that initial stuff started spreading. It doesn't seem to be the case. I mean, someone came out, and I don't know how like verifiable this necessarily is, but they have a picture, right? But I mean, you never know, right? In this world with AI and stuff. Not saying they're doing that, but I'm just saying, like, you never know. But I will say, and I will vouch, and I will just be like, hey, you know what? That's what they said. Then I'll take it for what it is. So for those of you that are not aware as to what was like happening, let me just pull up like the thread of tweets. So Allison Stoner, Kyrie's voice actor, the voice actor for Kyrie and Xion in the Kingdom Hearts series. They've been the voice actor for Xion for a while. I think since the character was made. They've been Kyrie's voice actor since 0.2 KH3, that era of games. But they said that what a lot of people don't know is that they've also worked on Naminé before, which is something that caught a lot of people by surprise, and they were like, oh, I don't know what I'm supposed to be saying now. I hope I'm not messing up anything. But it turns out that apparently it's just, you know, they didn't have enough lines for Naminé or something in KH3, perhaps. That is crazy to fathom. They didn't have enough lines for Naminé in one of the games, right? And I'll just play the clip here. Is my audio good? Hold on. Do I have to put desktop? I probably have to put desktop audio on. All right.
Social media with your fans and engagement as well. Do you see a lot of them? What do you see them referring to a lot? Like your Missy Elliott, your Camp Rock. Like, what do you see them kind of come back to a lot?
I feel really grateful that it's a huge mix of characters, but today at the con, it's been a lot of Kingdom Hearts lovers.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So for those who...
Hey, I'm just saying, KH fans, we be out here, bro. Like, this is not the first time I've heard this. Like, KH fans, we may not be the biggest community, but we are the loudest in the room. That is us to a T.
Don't know, I voiced Kyrie and Xion and Naminé. A lot of people don't know about the Naminé, so I hope I'm not spoiling something that I'm not supposed to say out loud.
Yeah, I don't think she is, but that leads to this, where someone, Mike Kennedy on Twitter, said, don't want to burst anyone's bubble, but I was at the event, and Allison told me at the table that I'd voiced Naminé for a fill-in line or two in a past game, and thought it was cool/funny that nobody ever really noticed. Don't think this is more than that, unfortunately. Well, there you have it. there you have it. It's probably nothing more than that. What's good, everyone coming to the stream, by the way? What's good, Skywalker? What's good, Nobody? What's good, Jackson? What's good, Itachi? Adam? Hope you guys are doing well. Sorry again for like not streaming for a good bit. I kind of want to listen to the last song. That last song was pretty good. Was it? I'm not gonna replay. It's not gonna replay. Whatever. Whatever. All right. But that's pretty much it, man. Like, yeah, there's not much. The community started responding to this initial tweet. Like, you see how fast it spread, bro? Oh my gosh, 202,000. And I mean, I played a part in this as well, but many other people in the community did. And we have a lot of like speculation that started off of this. Like Lance here, this tells me Naminé has very little dialogue. K4 had done this in the past by having either Hayden or Allison do double duty. In this case, triple D for Kairi, Shion, or Naminé. Not shocking considering Nomura's game of career from 2022. Yeah, as you can see, like a lot of people in the community started analyzing this, and it spread pretty fast. 90% of this was from KH fans. But yeah, like it became a big thing. But it got killed pretty fast because of like this tweet, which is good. Because we don't want it to be like, okay, as exciting as it would be if it was KH4. What's up with the spooky music? I just have Disney Dreamlight music playing. Honestly, I should probably go to something else. Ah, my ears. I'll go with the regular upbeat music. I mean, I need to like filter my Disney Dreamlight playlist to like have music on theme with what I'm saying, I guess. Anyhow, as cool as it would be for Naminé, for as cool as it would be to like have confirmation a little bit, kind of, sort of, that maybe they're getting into voice acting more for KH4. We had this little scare before. I don't want to say scared, but we had like we had this like spark before, thinking it may have started with Haley Joel Osment talking about them being back in the recording booth voicing for a character when they don't voice. There's no upcoming voice acting roles that we know of from Haley, but that could always change, right? This was another instance of that. Like, oh wait, is Naminé in KH4? Does Naminé have some lines in KH4? That was one thing, and two, the other thing was, oh wait, did Allison like replace another voice actor? Because there was a lot of like debate when KH3 came out about people missing Hayden and wishing Hayden had stayed as Kairi. I don't think Allison did a bad job at all in my opinion, but a lot of people liked Hayden's interpretation of Kairi, and that's the one they know, that's the one they were fond of, that's the one they grew up with. So a lot of people, oh, I was playing double. So yeah, what's good, Lance? But so hopefully the audio is better now. But a lot of people wanted Hayden to return as Kairi, which I don't really think that's going to be happening anymore. I wish it could, but I don't know. It's kind of out of voice actors' control. There's people that pick these roles. It's not like, I don't know how to describe it. I don't know the full world of it, but you can lobby for the roles a little bit, but like to a point, you know, like someone still has to pick you for the role. And obviously someone higher up at Square is probably a financial decision. And if they did decide to make Allison voice Naminé as well, it would probably also be a financial decision. Where it's like, oh, you know, we could probably, you know, do a little 2-for-1 here, or like, you know, 3-for-1 in this scenario, and just have this character voice these other ones. But yeah, I loved Allison. I thought Allison did great, and I loved their interpretation of Kairi. And I was very defensive of it in the past because I felt like a lot of people were hating on Allison. And as someone who's a big Shion fan, I like Shion more than Kairi. I'm going to extra defend Allison, because I thought Allison did a great job, not only as Shion, but as Kairi too. And I like the more mature, like, approach she took with Kairi's character. But above all of that, right? Kairi is a different character from Shion. Still is. Voice actors voice multiple roles in games, right? But Kairi, different character from Shion, different character from Naminé. Ideally, we don't want to get rid of voice actors, especially if it's not like they wanted to leave. Like Hayden came out and was like, they just didn't ask. They didn't ask Hayden to return as Kairi. It's probably been a long time since Hayden's done a Kairi role anyways, right? Because like Kairi doesn't really have much voice acting. Well, actually, hold on. They didn't redo everyone's lines for 1.5 plus 2.5. Did I know somewhere, like I know Jesse McCartney was in the booth redoing lines for Roxas, but I think that was just because they wanted him, like we saw the TikTok a week or two ago. He has been through some stuff. But did Hayden have like some drama like going on that made her undesirable? Like, is that what happened? I don't know. Just I don't know why, but all I know is the situation we're in is Allison is Kairi and will be Kairi more than likely till the series ends. Hayden had a very goofy, or not really goofy, but Hayden had a different voice for Kairi and a different like way she went about her character, because her character was also a lot different in KH211. She wasn't a Keyblade wielder. She was a schoolgirl chasing after Sora. Now she's a Keyblade wielder, a Guardian of Light. A little bit more maturity, a little bit more reflecting is needed. And Allison did that role pretty well. But we're in the situation right now. I don't think people should hate on Allison for that. But I'm not trying to re-bring up those debates. I did see a couple of them today about Allison as Kairi. And it started a discussion, but I like her Kairi, and I'm gonna probably continue to like it. I thought she did good in KH3, even better in Remind, and even better in Melody of Memory. So the two FM cutscenes were dubbed in English for 2.5. So Kairi didn't have any FM cutscenes. So they just did like the small like final mix cutscenes for 1.5, 2.5, right? So. Because I was thinking to myself, like, did Hayden come back for the remixes? She probably just didn't have to re-record anything, so they probably didn't bring her back at all, huh? Hayden was Kairi in 0.2? Was she? I don't think she was. What the heck? That wouldn't make sense. Because 0.2 was made, like, while KH3 was being made. So that would not make any sense. Yeah, it was Allison Stoner. Yeah, Wiley, or who typed that? Wiley? Yeah, nah, that was definitely Hayden's last role was BBS. Did Hayden do Kid Kairi? I feel like the Kid characters are voiced by different people too. Because Kid Sora is not Haley Joel Osment. Who was she voiced by? Oh, is she? Okay, so maybe that was... Wait. Okay, no, alright. The young voice of Kairi was done by Ariel Winter. But teen Kairi and blank points, you're right. So, you're right. Okay, so Hayden's last role for Kairi was in 2010. That is crazy. That is a big gap. So that means when voice recording started for 3, and considering Kairi's like screen time in 3, they definitely saved Kairi for like the end. Considering a lot of her, most of her cutscenes are at the end of the game in the final chapter of it. I'm predicting that I don't know. It was at least like a. I'm trying to think. Let's just blur the lines. It was close to a decade, like just shy of a decade, basically between the roles. It does suck though, because we have been in these talks about voice actors for Kingdom Hearts, a big aspect of Kingdom Hearts. I was actually talking about this with before one of my friends, Dean Sora Lam. We're talking about like voice actors in Kingdom Hearts back in the day, and how a big aspect of like old school Kingdom Hearts was how stacked its voice actors were. And like Dean during this conversation was like kind of feeling like it doesn't feel like it's the same nowadays, right? Which I was like, I don't know, like it's still similar. I just think it's an aspect of like we probably don't know like how iconic some of the newer people are, but it's definitely a big hit, right? Because we had a lot of passings for big Kingdom Hearts characters. Christopher Lee passed away. Leonard Nimoy passing away. Like, but even now with Kingdom Hearts, like Corey Byrne, I believe that's their name, right? For the new one, that's the same voice actor for like Darth Maul and these other characters. I think no, not Darth Maul. Basically, they're the dedicated like Christopher Lee like clone. They do Christopher Lee's voice like if it was physically possible to be exactly like Christopher Lee, it is not. But if you're able to get 99% of the way there, you will get Corey Byrne. You would. Yeah, Dylan Sprouse is a big deal for Yozora. Like, Kingdom Hearts is still doing it. It's just we're not getting as many games, right? That's all it is. We're just not getting as many games. Yo!
At Master Chris 1 became a Tier Kai Cloud member.
Yo, Master Chris, thank you so much. 31 months. Let's freaking go. I appreciate that so much. How are you doing? How are you doing? I think I'm live on TikTok too, but I did not pull up TikTok chat. I thought TikTok banned me, but turns out like the way I'm streaming the TikTok just bugged out, and it just didn't like it just stopped. It stopped working. But I literally had to click a button, and it worked again. Apparently, it says I'm live. I hope I'm live. So I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Let me tab this out, because I do want to pull up TikTok chat just in case we got some chatters over there. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts still stacked. Yeah, Cage is still stacked. Like, okay, like, put this into perspective, guys. As famous as Halo Joel Osment is, surprisingly, Sora is pretty up there. You know what I mean? Like, like Haley has a lot of roles. Most popular, like, what do you guys say Haley's most popular role is still to this day? I'm trying my heart. Like, Sora's obviously not his most popular. I think Forrest Gump probably is, right? Like, still to this day. Like, Forrest Gump is what Haley was most known for. And Haley has a lot of roles in other shows. I think a recent really popular one was, like, The Boys. Yo!
At Yaya Danbooz became a Nameless Sky member.
Nameless Sky. Let's go. Thank you so much, Dan. I appreciate that. I think we're getting Cage 4 trailers 70% sure. I. So you saying that interests me, but Sixth Sense probably. Sixth Sense. You know, I actually never seen Sixth Sense. Yeah, see, I don't know. See, like, this is why I'm just a yapper. I'm a yapper guy. Like, I don't. I've actually never seen Sixth Sense. I should. Why have I not seen it? Maybe it is one of those movies I saw as a kid or something. That's crazy. Anyhow, trust me, I'm not gonna read too deep into it, but I'm like, okay. I think, Haley has a lot of roles, but what I'm trying to say is, while Haley has a lot of roles, Sora has been one of his most consistent. And Haley definitely cares about Sora a lot. And Haley definitely knows about, like, the Cage stuff, and he voices Sora, right? Now, I'm sure he's not in it. Like, the English voice actors for Kingdom Hearts are not in the same way the Japanese voice actors are. The Japanese voice actors, when you read interviews with the Japanese voice actors, like in the Ultimanias, they're they're locked into the series. They're fans of the series. They're like, yo, I need to be in this. I love Sora. I love Kyrie. Like, they're so like in love with their characters, in the franchise and lore and stuff. The English voice actors, it is, to be honest, for half of them, probably way more than half, it's just another role, and it's because the English voice actors are pretty freaking famous. Like straight up, the English voice actors for Kingdom Hearts are like. They're like actors. It's a lot of Disney child actors who are still famous now. Like Alison Stoner was in Camp Rock, for example. Haley Joel Osment, Forrest Gump, crap ton of other movies. I actually don't. What was David Gallagher in, guys? I will admit, I was more of a cartoon kid, so I watched like some of those older like shows, but I wasn't like locked in to like High School Musical and like stuff like that, or like, well, I don't think High School Musical is Disney. Is it Disney? I don't know, but well, yeah, it is. I wasn't locked into every live action show at like the 2000s. I was locked into like the late 2000s, early 2010s live action shows. Like I watched Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Life on Deck, stuff like that. I think when it came to live action shows, I was on the Nickelodeon side of things. David is known for Seventh Heaven. What's Seventh Heaven? I actually don't know what Seventh Heaven is. Guys, my bad. Is it bad that I don't know like the origins of like every single like? Should that be my obligation as a creator? Now, if I were to interview these people, I am binging, like, all of their movies. 100%. But I'll probably enjoy them, too. I just don't know. 90s, early 2000s? Ah, okay. Okay, so you saying it's a 90s show? Yeah, that's past my time. Or before my time. I'm a 01er. I was born in 01. I know it might sound cursed to some of you, like being born in the 2000s, but yeah, I'm a 2000s guy. I was born in 01. Oh yeah, I've seen the clips of David Gallagher streams. We're going crazy. People have been enjoying them a lot. I know a lot of creators have reached out to him and asked him for like podcasts and interviews, and like I definitely really wanted to when I found out he started streaming, but I was afraid and I got a little anxious. I'm like, I know like there's like 5 friends who have told me they've like tried to go into a stream and ask for like contacts, and basically every time he's like, I'll when I'm done with the case, because he's been in Kingdom Hearts for a while, but he doesn't know that much about it, but obviously he knows how much people love it with the community nowadays, right? But I don't know. I didn't want to look like, I don't know how to describe it. I didn't want to look like I don't know what the word is. I didn't want to look like I was just coming to the stream just because of that, you know? Even though I definitely want the interview, but like I don't want to only be in his stream because I want the interview. Like I want to enjoy the stream and then be like, okay, hold on, your streaming journey's nice. I don't know. I get in my head about weird stuff like that. I probably that stuff probably doesn't matter. I should probably be a creator and like get my opportunities. But man, I'm like, dang. Yeah, exactly, right. I do want to. I think I'm pretty comfortable with the podcast now. I do have some contacts. I'm just leave it, keep it chill. I do have some contacts, but. We are about to enter another phase of the Datascape, which you guys saw a little bit of in October. So you know how in October we were doing themed episodes? This music's not fitting my vibe as much as I love it. That doesn't fit the vibe. All right, we're gonna go back to Coffee Shop from uni because that fits the vibe, right? Where is it? Where's Coffee Shop? There we go. All right, I do got some contacts. And similar to how in October, we were doing like batches of like themed episodes. A lot of those episodes were recorded at the beginning of the month and at the end of the month. Like the first half was recorded in the beginning, the second half was recorded in like that third week of October. And then the last episode was live. I want to do more episodes on specific like topics like that in batches. Like they're going to be like mini series of the podcast. Right now I am trying to get a lot of interviews lined up. I have 3 people lined up for some interviews. One of them hasn't done content. Well, actually, I mentioned their name earlier, but I won't mention it again. But one of them hasn't done content in a very long time, but is known in the KH fandom. I have some new content creators that I'm hitting up for interviews and like stuff. But it's all gonna be thematic to the episodes, and then I'm gonna also be doing some voice actors and people who worked on the KH franchise. Hopefully we can get some of those, because there are 2 people I really want, but it's extremely hard to contact them. It's like, oh my gosh, bro, I cannot find a source. You would be surprised. Advice to any influencers out there: people often ask the question, how do I contact this person? How do I contact that person? So there's 2 ways to go about it. One, obviously have an in. Having an in is the best way to get into contact with anyone. Number 2, the same way people find your email. Most of my sponsors, most sponsors deals I've ever done have been because I have my email in my bio on Twitter, in my description on YouTube, in my descriptions on YouTube, or bio on YouTube. Most people have that on some social platform, no matter how famous they are. A lot of people have a contact, a like agency that they represent, a manager that you can contact. You go through there, and it is literally their manager's like job to like scour through these emails and look, like, see if the opportunity is worth it. Now, for me, that's where the hard part comes in. I have to pitch enough that, like, Kingdom Hearts fans are as crazy as they are, that they will come to an interview for you, even though the person I'm interviewing might not be that into Kingdom Hearts. They just happen to work on it. But I'm being vague on purpose. You'll see some stuff, like, hopefully these episodes can come out. Well, this month we have some. We're gonna get some content creator interviews. We're gonna do a lot of interviews. Hopefully, like, I can do some of those interviews in like February. That's why I think they'll probably be able to come out, because scheduling's been very hard. That is the absolute hardest part, because I'm generally pretty flexible, but Noir works a 9 to 5. There's some days during the week where I'm not available. Like, I'm usually not available on 2 days out of the week, but 5 of those days I'll be good. And then mixing that schedule in with other people, it is such a headache. KH4 getting announced here on Project News channel this month? Heck no. I wish. Yo, straight up, if I ever got an opportunity like that, like, let's say I got the opportunity to play Kingdom Hearts for the first time, one of the first things I always do if I get opportunities like that with fighting games, or like anything I know a friend of mine would love to be into, I'm grabbing like as many people as they allow me to, because it's like, bro, I want to share this. It's like, I don't like, when I get cool opportunities, I want to share that thing like so bad. So like, unless I'm going to get sued, you guys will know. If I know something, bro, you will know. Yeah, I had no idea how to title the spy interview. I had no idea how to market it, but that was a really fun interview. I liked the interview a lot. I want to do another one with Spy. I'm down to. I still talk to Spy as well. Mostly via Twitter, but like Spy was like DMing me a couple of days ago about like some content stuff, because I said in the interview is genuine. Like, I love the podcast so much because well, of course there's a barrier between like Prodigy and like real John. Sometimes the lines are blurred a bit, but like in the podcast, I really just get to be me for the most part. Like the way you hear me and Noir yap, that's the way we talk about Kingdom Hearts normally, right? Where you saw me interact with Spy, like I don't know, like I genuinely reached out to Olive Branch, like, hey, if you need to learn anything about content, need to know anything, I'm here, because I'm not the biggest creator, but one thing I do have is experience, even if it's not like million sub experience or 100K experience. It's like, okay, I can tell you some things that I had to learn the hard way. Like, okay, this doesn't work, that doesn't work. People hate this because they'll think that, yada yada. All right, full yap session has like just commenced here. I want to change the wallpaper. Let's change up the scenery. I need to redo my wallpaper engine settings so that the wallpaper changes every like excuse me, so the wallpaper changes every like 5 minutes. I don't know, whenever like the dopamine wears off from you guys. Spy crashing out. There wasn't cage for it to stay to play. Was Spy crashing out? You're one of the top cage content creators to me. Am I? Do people still consider me that? Because I don't know. I'm definitely one of the... I'm active-ish. I think the top... So, if we're talking cage content creators, from my perspective. By the way, Lance, I appreciate the crap out of that. That means a lot, genuinely. Gamers Joint is number one, obviously. Whether you like Gamers Joint or not. Gamers Joint is number one. That's Big Dog. Big Dog for... How many years has it been? Like, definitely over a decade. If Sky and Dean wanted to, like, be more active, they would be, dude. Like, I the way I view Dean, I told Dean this multiple times, like, if Dean wanted to, like, Dean knows, too. If Dean wanted to, like, come back, he could easily be, like, one of the, see, he would still have a spot, even though it's been some years. Sometimes he's skeptical of that, but, like, he would. It's not even because of, like, his old fans or anything. It's because he has a quality and approach, like, he has a mindset that, as a friend, I respect a crap ton, but it's like, he has a mindset that, as a creator, I think you just want his mind in the room for, like, anything. Like, you always want to pick his brain on stuff. I think that was Allison accidentally announcing voicing Naminé instead of Megan. Yo, Nix, we just talked about that earlier in the stream. That probably is not the case. I'll just leave this on screen. So I'm gonna leave this on screen here for you. That's probably not the case. Yeah, they're fully cemented. No, okay. I don't want to trash on the modern day content creators. I don't. So don't take it as trashing. I know me starting it off with that, like, it causes some eye emojis, right? But a lot of us definitely work jobs for sure. A lot of us work jobs. Some of us have families, other lives. Content creation is not everybody's, like, grind, right? And I respect that. But it says a lot that the Gamers Joint was able to be AFK for, like, basically 2 to 3 years on YouTube, like, periodically active during that time, right? But Jared did not come back as, like, I don't know, like, he sometimes misses, like, a week, but for the most part, if he misses a week and a half, he'll upload, like, basically every day that month, like 15 to 20 times that month. The Jared was able to be gone for basically, like, a year plus, almost 2 years, and during Kingdom Hearts' peak activity in, like, 2019, 2020, 2021, and there still isn't a creator that's, like, really close to him on the Kingdom Hearts content scene. There still isn't. And for all the hate, for all the love that he gets, whether it be from creators, whether it be from people on Twitter, whoever, he puts so much work into his content, and he's basically done it all himself. And it's like he deserves, like, I don't know. I think one of the biggest reasons Jared is number one is because there are not many people that I've seen who can outwork him, like in the content game completely. Or I guess it's a discipline thing. I don't know. Some people might not like me saying that. Like, I know some people view me as the Keykeeper's Glazer, but I don't know. I grew up on those guys. I'm gonna glaze. I'm gonna glaze until I have like a reason not to. You know, it's like I'm now in the same community. I'm in the same like creator bubble as them. Some of them are my friends now, but it's like I don't know. I respect anyone who can like do that, you know, because I know it's out of passion and not out of like maliciousness or whatever. The only voice actor who has specifically claimed to have worked on Cage 4 was that Zach Dax guy. Yeah, I think I said how him deleting the tweet, I don't know if you take it that way, Itachi, but when Zach Dax deleted that tweet, to anyone else, did that like make it seem more true? It sounds dumb, but does that make it seem more true to you guys? Sorry if you hear random burps. Like, I really apologize, but I'm drinking a Pepsi, and this drink is crazy carbonated. I'm trying to hide it, but it, like, slips out every now and then. The ninjas got him. Yeah, like, he deleted the tweet and said nothing, bro. He said nothing after deleting that tweet. Like, he was probably like, oh, wait. They still haven't announced this. He's probably like, I recorded this 2 years ago. What do you mean? What do you mean no one knows yet? Well, no, I'm obviously like exaggerating or like funnying up the topic, but because he tweeted in that tweet, there's still video proof of a lot of the tweet. He said he got permission, but I'm assuming that the permission he got was not like permission. Like, I'm assuming he misunderstood the permission he got. That's my big assumption. Added ginger ale. Yeah, Putty Apple came home, Mrs. Prodigy. She came home with just a can of Pepsi. So she came home with 2 cans of Pepsi from her mom's, and I'm like, I guess I took one of them. I am kind of mad because I've tried, and I've done mostly good at this, right? Whenever I drink soda, I try to make it just replace it with a 0 sugar or like a diet. I don't do diet. Diet tastes nasty, but 0 sugar, because I actually think they taste pretty decent. They're actually sweeter than the regular sodas, but it's just a calorie thing. It's to watch calories, because I'm in that phase of my life where I do care about that sort of thing, because I'm trying to get swole, trying to be the swole cage tuber. You guys will see the reveal eventually, but your boy's been grinding, kind of. I do think some days maybe I should delete Twitter, but the platform is very entertaining. Like, that has been my main social media platform since like 2016. I'm so used to like using Twitter, and it doesn't sound bad, but I don't even mind. Like, okay, how to describe it? Twitter is a toxic cesspool of a platform. And so many people's mental health would probably be better without it. But I also probably wouldn't know about certain things as fast. I don't know. I guess I'm used to it. I'm not gonna be ashamed to say I guess I'm just used to. I'm used to how toxic the platform can be. But you can cater the platform experience to you for the most part. Like, my timeline definitely has some slop on it, but for the most part, it's just wrestling, Kingdom Hearts, and fighting games. Those are my like 3 things. Like, I as much as I don't like Twitter, I cannot deny its power to spread information and how useful it can be. So as a creator, I also like using it. Nate Jackson. I mean, people have their own reasons. Like, I'm not gonna like fully discount some people's personal reasons, but you and I both saw trash today. Wait, what do you mean? You're talking about like the Allison stuff. I don't think that was that bad, but I saw some people. I don't know. I don't get offended by every like slander comment I see, because it's like, if someone has a bad opinion, I'm like, oh yeah, that's a Twitter opinion. Okay. Now that's not to say every once in a while there's an opinion that definitely can get to me. You know, I sometimes opinions can't get to me too, and I'll be like, okay, bro, hold on. Like today I had that. Hold on, let me tell you guys. So one of the Discord servers I frequent, one of my friends' Discord servers, these guys are chill. These guys are great, but like this is a friend group. They hate KH3. They do not like KH3. I'm in chat, and we're talking about the Allison and like Naminé voice actor stuff, and it's slowly, I see it, because I've been in these convos with these guys for like 10 years. I slowly see the convo turn to trashing on KH3, and I'm trying so hard. This is against like 10 other people. I'm trying so hard, because back in the day I would have bit. I would have like took the bite out of the bun. But today I was like, you know what, man? I'm gonna go to another. I'm gonna just not look at the chat, because I know I can still be that toxic KH3 defender. That's still in me, bro. That's a part of me a little bit. I can still be that. I can come out. It just takes the right opinion. It just takes the right amount of ignorance for it to come out. But boy, is it there. There was days where I be seeing some KH3 slander takes. I'm like, bro, have you played the game? What is going on? Be the toxic KH3 defender. But I mean, I am. I'm not. I don't think I'm toxic though. I actually think I'm pretty. I would like to think. As much like, okay, I realized long ago, instead of me passionately explaining my case about KH3, it is way easier to just say, I like the game. Because what would they respond to that with? Just keep saying you like it. You love the game. What else can they say? Like, I love KH3. I love the game. They bring up like, oh yeah, bro, how do you like this, and this? And it's like, because it's good. I don't know. Sometimes it's like, there's no deeper reason, man. Sometimes it's just good. Yeah, Patriots, let's not trash on other people in here. Opinions are opinions, though, but we ain't gonna do that. Chill, chat. See, stuff like that in chat is what makes me look bad. Because then imagine someone comes to, this happens. This happens in the creator world. This happens a lot. It happens so much. You see like someone, you go to someone else's live stream. You see their chat talking like weird about another influencer. And then that influencer will think that creator is like procking it. That creator is like, oh, he must, like, his chat says this, he must say this too. And it's like, no, that's not me. That has happened. That happens so much. So stop doing that. Don't do it. Like, okay, because it's like this weird neutral line of like, I'm not gonna ban you for just saying like your opinion, but I also am like, all right, no, chill on that, like. But the takeaway from that is, I just gotta hope that people and other creators are, I don't know, I guess smart enough to actually talk to the person if they think something's going on. That's it. We love Kingdom Hearts though. There's not a single content creator in this scene that isn't passionate about the franchise. Maybe some of them are a little jaded by KH3, but like, that's one game. One game versus how many in the franchise they love. We're good. You know, I'm surprised more of the Cage content creators haven't talked about David Gallagher streaming the games. It's because he's not done. That's the main reason. He's not done with them streaming. Also, okay. Itachi. Well, I actually have mentioned it in some streams and some videos. I think I mentioned it in a short before too. I mentioned it in one. I think I mentioned in the Halo Osmond short or maybe a clip. But what content do I make about it? Hey guys, David Gallagher is live streaming Kingdom Hearts. Like that would be a really cool shout out. And like, you know what? Shoot, like, do it. Like, yeah, all power to him. But like a whole video or something about it is like, oh, I don't know. I guess there's no reason not to do it, but it's also like, huh? That's like someone. That's like someone just because I'm a Cage creator. And it's like, they mention Cage, they feel like they have to shout me out every time they mention Cage. Like, no, bro, you can talk about Cage normally. That's because you know of me, doesn't mean, like, you gotta, I don't know. Weird example, but just, I don't know. I don't know what content I would make about that. I will admit, Andy, like, that stuff is a little questionable, but, like, I was a little mixed about it myself, only because it sucks to say, but, okay. No, let's take the convo out of, let's take creators and opinions on creators out of the conversation completely. Let's end that convo here, chat. Let's talk about this, because Andy brought up just a topic that I think is interesting to talk about. Leak culture. Do you guys think... I don't think leaks are good. Like, period, right? And I want to say but after that, but there shouldn't be a but, because if I'm putting the period, it kind of contradicts the but contradicts it. What missing link? Hindsight is 2020. So the game got canceled. I kind of am in this boat where because the game got canceled, if someone leaked the actual mobile game of it, I personally wouldn't care that much. Obviously the devs would. Obviously they would. But I personally wouldn't care that much because I'd want to see it. As a fan, I wouldn't care. But it's the idea, the copium, the same type of copium that we have for a KH4 trailer showing up whenever, right? TGA, next Summer Games Fest. The copium we have about KH4 dropping anything is the same copium Missing Link fans have for that game getting remastered.
At Faisal Coffee M2E donated $1.44. What about the leak of the image Jeff posted?
I don't know what that is, but I saw someone saying that it was Divinity. And also, yo, thank you so much for the donut. I really appreciate that. How are you doing? Did you hear Allison Stoner accidentally leaked she was voicing Naminé? She did not leak it. Hold on, we gotta... Alright. We gotta put a pinned comment. Chat, do I have to put a pinned comment for the Allison Stoner thing? Is that what I gotta do? Hold up. I'm gonna say it's been debunked for now and link this tweet. I forgot I was pulling up my TikTok. Is my TikTok still alive? Hi TikTokers, how are you doing? I'm sorry I don't exist over there. I haven't reading chat at all. I hope no one's been donating on TikTok or something. I just haven't seen it. Cause I don't even have notifications like set up for TikTok. It does say I'm live. Yo, it does say I'm live on TikTok. That's pretty hype. Let's go. Yo, we're live on. Yo, chat. Yo, chat. Sub to the TikTok, bro. Follow the TikTok. You know, using any other platform makes the sub button on YouTube like so hard to explain. Because I tell people to like subscribe, like y'all know what a Twitch sub is. y'all probably know what, I don't know, y'all know what a subscription is, obviously. But like, I don't know. Trying to like do sub call to action is so weird on other platforms. These beautiful eyes. What are you talking about? Oh, yo, what's good, Bonzo? Bonzo in the TikTok chat. What's good? What's poppin'? And we did have people commenting on the TikTok chat. Yo, I'm sorry, fam. I'm sorry. All right. I gotta like link this Allison Stoner thing because y'all don't know, man. Y'all don't know. I have so many freaking Google tabs open. I'm gonna do that. Pin it. Boom. There we go. Easy peasy. Do they know? They don't know? I think they know. I think they know. I don't think any negativity came from that. Let me wait. What? Oh. Okay, guys, what happens first? David Gallagher catching up to the Kingdom Hearts series or a KH4 trailer dropping? What do y'all think? I think David Gallagher have they finished Chain of Memories yet? Last I saw, they're on Chain of Memories. Both? What does that mean? Both? What are you talking about? And yo, what's good, Mystic Wave? Well, I think I've been reading some Twitch comments. I have it all in one chat. So if you guys want to see what my chat looks like, I have everything here. I have one combined thing here, and I can switch to Twitch or YouTube specifically, but I just have it all combined here. But if I haven't been talking to you in the Twitch chat, what's good to y'all as well? What's popping? David's going to catch up. All right. Chat. Listen. I'm gonna ask this every stream until the Game Awards happens. Well, all 2 of the streams, because I don't know if I'm streaming tomorrow. Probably not. I'm unsure. But do you guys think we are getting a trailer at the Game Awards? Well, what's your thoughts? What's your bids? What's your bets? Lay them all out on the table. Let me hear it. Oh, time to change the wallpaper again, too. You will get FF7? We're cooked. We're more than cooked, bro. We're chopped liver. Yo, Lykex, what's good? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. Your name is crazy, huh? Lykex _Xylex _Cynicus. That's a crazy name. I don't know which one to. I guess I'm gonna say Cynicus. Yo, what's good, Cynicus? Thank you for the follow. Yo, chat. Hold up. I keep forgetting. Yo, my favorite wallpaper is this, by the way. I love this wallpaper. I'm looking at wallpapers while also thinking about what I'm about to say. All right. Not that. This Missing Link wallpaper is really good. Dang, bro, I can't find a good wallpaper. No, I'll do the Sora one. Sure, we'll do this one. This one's iconic, right? All right. So, look, hear me out. So, you guys, it will be crazy. It will be absolutely crazy if you guys were to do something like legendary right now. If you guys were able to hop over to the Twitch chat Just for a sec, right? Just for a sec. Go to Twitch, drop a follow. I know not all of you are following on Twitch. Look, I get it. YouTube's more comfy. YouTube's more cozy. YouTube's familiar, right? You guys, I'm a YouTube streamer. I'm not a Twitch streamer, but I do multi-stream. I'm live on Twitch. I'm live on YouTube. I'm live on TikTok right now. If you guys want to, like, you know, follow me everywhere, bro. Like, it does nothing but support your boy. I'm unsure if I'm going to be doing, like, I want to stream fighting games on this channel a bit, but I don't know how to go about it. I'm actually in a very big fighting game event for a game called Under Night, and I've been doing really good in it so far, like practicing and coaching. It's been so much fun. How many of you are familiar with Under Night and Birth? Yo!
At Faisal Coffee M2E donated $1.44. I saw an interview that FF7 will come first and KH4.
FF7 will come first. That has not been confirmed, but I wouldn't put it past them to do the whole FF7 trilogy before KH4, because at this point I think a lot of KH fans are just fully expecting it. Something Square. Okay, Something Square I can work with. I do think Something Square Enix. But if it's not KH, I think the game is in the danger zone. Do you think if... Okay. Do you guys think Kingdom Hearts not being at the Game Awards is a cry for help? Like, do you think that is, like, scary? Hey, yo! Hold on, wait. I'm still in the YouTube chat. Yo, thank you guys for the follow. Yo, I do not know how to say that name. I'm gonna say Emp. EMP. Yo, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Bean Lurks, for the follow. I appreciate that as well. Yo, shoot, if y'all have a Prime sub, hey, fish that junk my way, man. Fish it my way, fish it my way. I do not make a lot of money on Twitch, so, like, but I'm also, like, $3 away from, like, the $50 payout. So, hey, I'm just saying. Look, I'm being honest over here, man. I'm a small content creator. Y'all think I'm rich off of Kingdom Hearts? Your boy ain't rich. But them $50 though, that could pay my phone bill. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty nice. That could be a phone bill I gotta think about for the next month. You know, that starts another topic. People really think this 30K sub channel is like making bank, bro. Like it's so crazy to me when like I hear people, the idea that someone does like cage content for money. It's just insane. Like, I'm not saying there aren't people that delusional that exist somewhere, but I just don't think they make it that far. I don't think they make it far enough. I think if you're delusional enough to think you can farm Kingdom Hearts for money, like, and not be passionate about the franchise, you probably realize that within your first couple of videos. This niche has a lot to offer, but not if it's the only thing you upload. But at the same time, I also still believe in the niche. I do believe. I believe there can be a Kingdom Hearts channel with a million subs. I believe in that. I believe in that day. 1 million subs ain't a lot to Kai Cenat, to Speed, to Mr. Beast. It's not a lot. It's something small. But those small goals are what like drive us, you know? Those small goals, those small ideas, they spiral, they snowball into bigger things. Yo, what's good, Patriot Prime? Sorry if I didn't say what's up to you earlier. Sora and Tekken 8 would be dope. Yo, if we got a Kingdom Hearts character in Tekken, that'd be peak. But they're never going to put a KH character in Tekken. It's going to only be Final Fantasy characters. And the Final Fantasy character should be as Tifa. Speaking of Tekken, it is very sad to see Harada go. Harada's been around for so long, man. Yeah, man, FF7 is like, yeah, guys, the game's going super well. We have this idea and that idea for the game. Yeah, man, we're almost done with, like, you know, the main story structure. Yeah, Nomura's still thinking about a title for part 3. Like, you know, all these updates, like the process, their thoughts, and, like, it's not deep updates, but they're like, they're really small updates, but they're happening frequent enough that I don't think FF7 fans are, like, like hating or dooming on like FF7 Part 3 the way KH fans are dooming about like 4. KH4 is over here like we can't, bro. We can barely get more than yeah, the game's going well. Now that's what we get. They get like all this and that. They had Rebirth last year, bruh. Rebirth came out. We're still in 2025. We only got 1 month left of 2025, but still, Rebirth came out last year in February. It hasn't even been 2 years yet since Rebirth. It's been it's been about to be 4 since KH4 got a trailer. I guess that's what KH4 is for. That's what the 4 is for. It's for 4 years with no trailer, bro. All right, stop. Y'all about to make me crash out. You see, this is the spiraling I have to stop doing. Because then, like, me spiraling makes y'all... Because I'm doing it live, it makes y'all want to spiral. It makes y'all... Like, I'm doing it because I know I can handle it. Like, I'm going to do it in burst. Some of y'all will hear that and think y'all got to go crazy. Y'all feel validated to be, like, insane with it. Me, don't be me. Don't spiral like me. Just let it be, man. FF7 reunion is what I want to see. I don't know. Sometimes the crash shots can be funny though. You gotta be okay with laughing at yourself sometimes. GTA 6 is coming out before. See, look at me, bro. Look at me. I'm over here thinking, I'm reading Andy's comments. I saw GTA 6 and KH4 at the same sense. I'm like, oh, brother, what timeline am I in? Bro, GTA 5 came out when I was like 12. That's crazy. Actually, it's crazy. I'm not watching 10 ads. I'm sorry, Patriot. I'm sorry. Look, the Twitch gotta make them breadcrumbs somehow. We ain't getting the subs on the Twitch platform, so maybe if we had more subs, we'd have less ads on Twitch. I'm sorry. I do appreciate y'all though. All right, chat. What's the next topic? What are we talking about next? What are we yapping about next? Oh wait, I asked earlier. You guys like Under Night? Oh, I should show this. I actually should advertise this right now because it is a really cool thing. So, I'm assuming you guys are fans of me, right? If you're in the stream, you're fans loosely. Maybe you're just here to watch. Maybe you're hate watching me. Maybe you want to like see me fail. Maybe you want to laugh at me. Maybe you're in a Discord call with your friends right now, and you're just like, look at this idiot. Look at this really dumb guy. He's still talking about KH4. Just let it go, bruh. Let it go. Like, put the fries in the bag. Work at McDonald's. Go back to Subway. Do whatever you gotta do, bro. Just chill. Like, you know, like, what was this guy doing? Maybe you're that guy to me. Regardless, whether you're hate watching me, whether you're love watching, that sounded weird. I'm gonna never say that again. What am I talking about? I am part of a event with some pretty cool content creators for not Kingdom Hearts. Believe it or not, as much as I love Kingdom Hearts and it is my whole identity on YouTube, I love fighting games. I play fighting games more than I play Kingdom Hearts. I'm part of a really cool event called Grid Break. A lot of big creators are in this event, big Under Night creators for a fighting game. If you're familiar with the Sajam Slam or Slam style events, it's basically this, but for a game called Under Night. It's made by the same people who have made Blaze. Well, not the same people. It's made by the same people who made Melty Blood. If you're familiar with Melty Blood, it is under the same like banner of types of games. If you're interested in like, I don't know, like Blaze Blue, Guilty Gear-ish, that sort of like era, like realm. Got big creators like Diaphone in here, Evil Winner, Defiant. I'm part of Lid's team. Lid is a Under Night streamer. They might be live right now, actually. I'm on a team with Gravy Jones, Lucy, and Proxy. I'm in this event. If you guys want to support it, retweet it, you know, do your thing. Post about it, man. Post about it. I will be streaming my perspective, I will be sharing my part of the event in a couple of days, on the 13th, I believe. What do you mean, why Lid? Lid's the GOAT. Patriot, why are you hating? Huh? Why are you hating? Patriot, we gotta have a talk about this, alright? We gotta have a talk. What's going on? You doing alright? Your day's going well? Your week's been going fine? If we had to pick a Warner Brothers property or a few for Kingdom Hearts, what would it be? If I had to pick a Warner Bros. Property for Kingdom Hearts, Steven Universe. Steven Universe would be my go-to, or Adventure Time. One of those. Yeah, KH4 was included in the video leak in late 2021, so at the very least, proper development has already begun by then. Yeah, I think KH4 probably started development like late 2020. I'd say at the latest, late 2020. Probably going to exceed KH3's development cycle at this rate. Yeah. I think by the time the game comes out, it will have been about the... Yeah, it will probably have been about the same, if not a little more. Because I'm thinking KH4 drops in 2028, 2027. I still think we have another year or two before the game comes out even. So, yeah. The Game Awards is on the 11th, Wavy dude. Is on the 11th. Kingdom Hearts My Little Pony World. What? Nah. Nope. When I was, what I will say about My Little Pony, I really liked that Smile song when I was growing up. I thought that Smile song was really good. I remember Living Tombstone made a remix out of it too. Made me like it even more. I watched the show though, like that. What you said, Warner Brothers? Does Warner Brothers own My Little Pony? I didn't realize that was a Warner Bros. property. Was My Little Pony on Cartoon Network? I don't know what it was on actually. Yo, Kami trailer. I'm getting my companies wrong. If it really does end up being 2028, don't expect trailers to 2027 then. Square lately holds off on more trailers until 1 year out from release. Yeah, that's what we've been saying. So, I think if we get 2027 as a release for Kingdom Hearts, like at 2027, 2028, my idea is we at a minimum have to see or know like some sort of release schedule, like something happens by 2027. Like something happens by leading into the 25th anniversary, because Kingdom Hearts' 25th anniversary is in 2027. There's no way they're not doing anything for that. No way. What way Square is with anniversaries, there is no freaking way they're not doing anything. There is no way. Absolutely no way. It's not possible. It can't That cannot be the case. That cannot be like that cannot be what's happening. It just can't. I can't process. I keep saying I can't process the idea of something not happening by 2027. I was like, but we said some similar we said some similar things. Oh no, R said they're trying to hop in. I low-key kind of want to do a rando run. I ain't in a rando run in a bop, bruh. Well, to be fair, Earth Style, normal AAA development time has been inflated. Normal AAA development time has been inflated like crazy. Like, what happened to my Nara outro? Oh my gosh. You bringing up Nara. A lot. So, okay. The real reason I took that outro away is two reasons, but mostly one. It was this extra watch time I was eating away on my video. When I was like in my 2022, 2023, like, I think I started doing it in 2023. When I was in my like optimizing like YouTube videos era a little bit, and I was trying to like grow and like I was trying to learn. Well, someone told me like I have this 30 sec, like I had like a friend of a friend who like reviewed some of my videos and was telling me like some critiques, things I can improve, yada yada. And it was actually one of Dax's friends, but they were basically like. It's like, yeah, so watch time wise, analytics wise, you have this like 40 second outros, like the longest thing I've ever seen. And like it was like a personal thing and whatnot, but analytically they were like, yeah, that's like 40 seconds that's like 40 seconds of watch time you're just like losing, or like retention you're losing like per video. Cause like, and they're right, it is better to just end videos when they end and begin videos when they begin. Like, there's no use in having like a 30-40 second outro. Now, if I was so huge, I could just do it and not give a crap, right? And honestly, I might go back to it one day. But if I was, the fact is, I'm not there. Like I said earlier, y'all think this 30K channel making like bread? Y'all think it's doing enough. It's doing enough to like keep lights on and stuff, but not by itself. Not by itself, that's for sure. It's nice income, but it's like your boy's trying to grow. Now, the second reason was I haven't done much with that project. So, like, in that outro, I had, the outro they're talking about, by the way, I miss it. I miss it so much. So, how many of you got, okay, you know what, let me get a head count in chat. So, I want everyone to engage with this, because I just want to see, like, I want to understand how many people know. How many of you guys remember me having an outro for my videos? Like, how many of you guys remember the outro with like the light-skinned girl with the red and like yellow hair? How many of you guys remember that outro? I should say Nara, but maybe not all of you know her as Nara. Maybe you just know her as a random girl in my outro. How many of you guys know that in the chat? Or have seen a video with that in it? Because some of you might be newer viewers. skip this song. What the heck? You started following me after I went away, so no? Okay. Alright. So, I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find it on my phone. I know it's here somewhere. There we go. Alright. So. Dang, I made this in 2021. That's crazy. Was it this one? I missed this. I ain't gonna lie. Creatively, I had so many plans. I missed this. Not the black screen. I don't miss the black screen. I don't know why it's a black screen. Wait, I just played the music, I think. What the heck am I doing? Oh, okay. I guess it's this. Alright. So, like, I'm gonna show the actual version I'm referring to. Original file. Oh, that's what the green screens. I don't know where the other file is. Oh, it's in tablet. Okay, see, I haven't opened this in so long. I'm like tripping, bruh. I'm actually tripping. Okay. So I was in like my like artsy era. All right. For those of you that don't know much about like the origins of like, well, I don't know about the origins. I'm being dramatic. How do I word this? I'm someone who's not very careful with their words, and I'm like very. I just yap. I talk. I yap. I backtrack if I need to, but it's just okay. I'm gonna get a little like soppy for a moment, maybe. So this character is still. This outro kind of still represents a lot for me. It like represents kind of my dreams for the future, and it still does. This isn't dead by any means. It's just I have a lot of different priorities now. This animation by itself was like a process that was purely passion filled, and it kind of sucks that I let it like kind of erode a little bit. I did not draw this, but I did design the character. Like I don't have any like crazy drawing capabilities. I did. I'll show you what I did. I cannot draw. I can't draw. I did do for her though. Do I have? Did I start with the file, like the original files for this? Oh, I do. Okay. Well, let me go. Shoot, I've done this a couple of times on stream, but shoot, why not do it another time? I think I do this once every like 6 months or so. I did this. I sent this to the artist, did like a little outline, and then I think it was it Lydia? It was Lydia who drew this. Lydia colored it as well, or maybe someone else did. And then I handed that off to my friend Blue Element, who was a animator like assistant for Raji. You guys might know about Raji. They've been in the streams quite a few times over the years, and they're the ones who made that Kingdom Hearts anime thing back in the day. Their friend made this. Like, if you remember that, like, little Kingdom Hearts anime teaser, like, thing? They also did the Super Saiyan 5, like, Goku animations back in the day as well. So, this went away because, look at the tablet here. I don't know. I do miss this. Better to see her more in the future. I was kind of lazy with the tablet, I'm not going to lie. I did like this vibe, though. I like this vibe. But, so, outside of Kingdom Hearts and content creation, one of my biggest dreams, and this is something I want to do, like, more so in my, like, 30s-ish, Though I will admit, I the whole AI boom and stuff has me like really scared of like doing this approaching this project, because it's like I have this fear of like, dang, if someone is going to AI or steal the character, AI it, I don't know, I'm so scared of like AI and how fast that whatever. One of my biggest dreams is to run an art company. And I've always been a big fan of storytelling and animation, and even as much as I love Kingdom Hearts, a lot of people thought this was like some Kingdom Hearts thing, like, yo, let me draw Nara with the Keyblade, and I'm like, no Cade stuff. I wanted to basically make my own comic and like draw and do an animation and stuff, and this was like the teaser for that. I was in a point in my life where YouTube was booming a lot more back then. I was daily uploading a lot in 2021, but more than me daily uploading, to be honest, I didn't have as much like responsibilities. Like, I was only paying like maybe $500 to $800 a month for like where I was living, because I was still living with like my dad, so I wasn't paying that much. And I don't know, I had a lot of extra money, just straight up. I had a lot of extra money, and I was like, dang, let me commission like every artist under the sun and like kind of pursue this. And I put like probably a couple of thousand into just commissions, which I probably would not do now that I pay bills and do a lot of other crap. But I was like, yo, let me push this, because this is still a goal I have. And I actually have like pins and stuff that Michi, my friend, like sent me of Nara. I wonder if I have any pictures of these in my files. But there's even a Christmas version of this outro too. But I do miss it. I miss it a lot. I'm still very passionate about it, but I did get rid of it because of YouTube analytic type stuff. Some of you guys were sending like fan stuff of it, which is really cool. And like this was stuff that was really like nice. Michi made this. I had so much artwork of Nara, bruh. Holy. A lot of different art styles. I just wanted to see what art style I wanted to go with for her character a little bit. And it didn't matter if it was like a big artist on Twitter or like a random one. Expensive artists, cheaper artists. If I just saw you had an art style, I wanted to see how you'd interpret like my character, I thought it was really cool. I don't know, I was really passionate about this a couple of years ago, and I still am, but there is no but. I still am really passionate about it. It's just like, I don't know. I guess I have other stuff I'm focusing on at the moment, and time doesn't wait for anyone though. So honestly, pretty frequently, like I'd say every couple of months, I think to myself, like, should I just full pursue this even over YouTube sometimes? But I'm really passionate about content creation, and I'm really passionate about like these games. But this is something unique. I'm sorry, I'm really quiet. Let me move closer to because I know I do the thing where when I'm like monologuing to myself, I'm kind of like I start talking quieter. But yeah, I don't know, I still care about this character and this idea a lot, and it will be revisited. And I hopefully not when I'm at an age where I regret it. I won't let that happen. But that's honestly probably the second I start. If things do work out even more with content, probably the second like I have more flexible like income, I'll be able to pursue it more. The big thing that stopped this was frankly, to be quite honest with you guys, pursuing animation cost a lot of freaking money. And as much as I could beg and plead, like, okay, morally, I don't want to ask artists to like draw. Like, I paid everyone for like all this, right? Like, all these artists got paid, like all of them did. But like, I don't know. And it got to a point where like some of the artists would like would like do extra stuff I didn't even ask for. It's because they were having fun with the project too. Like, this was made by one of my friends, Lydia and Ari. But it's just like, is Nara modeled after Putty? No. Honestly, this was before Putty Apple. I hadn't even met Z yet when I first started doing the Nara stuff. I actually didn't. I didn't meet Putty Apple till. I actually didn't meet Putty Apple till like 2022. This was like 2020, 2021. Regardless though, I will admit that is a factor. The factor being like, if you're not in a relationship, relationships take some time, brother. Which is like not a bad thing. I was like, oh holy crap, that is not a regret. It's like there is, you cannot put a price on love. Genuinely, you cannot. So, but what am I trying to say? Animation cost a lot of money, man. The original plan was I was going to do a comic. I was going to do like a one-shot comic, manga, whatever inspiration, wherever it leans. I mean, basically same, similar-ish thing, different cultural words, but basically that. However, I remember Lydia drew this for my birthday, which was really nice, but what am I trying to say? I wanted to pursue it, but I want to pay my artist, and I have this like obsession with like I need to do everything perfectly. So like, I will admit I think I kind of used the artist paywall as like an excuse to not pursue it a little more, or rather I use it as an excuse to like not do maybe some things myself. Perhaps because if instead of that, if I maybe taught myself animation, taught myself how to draw back then, I probably would be good at it now enough to do what I wanted, even if it wasn't as good looking, right? I have a drawing tablet. I drew some things myself. We still have Nara emotes and whatnot, and like I'm like very involved with like every aspect from hand movements to her facial expression. Like I'm pretty decent at articulating all those things, but it's just like the I know someone else can do it at a better quality than I can, so I wanted that quality, and I was chasing that quality, and I had a number in my head, which was like, I need $10,000 essentially to push this project, do the one shot, and then hopefully get it greenlit for like an animation or something. Which I think is like, to be honest, I was lowballing the crap out of it, like in retrospect. But I don't know. I just didn't keep pushing. I started, I guess, slowly over time, started drifting even more towards YouTube. Salwin 360. What are you talking about? I don't know what Funny Boy's saying, but yeah, I don't know. I appreciate you asking about it, Patriot, because I love the chance to talk about her. This character, for those of you asking who this is Nara. This is not an OC, but this is a concept. I mean, I guess it's an OC by technicality, as in like the word OC technically just means original character, but OC in social media context usually refers to a character representing like me, you, yourself. I got into some pretty awkward conversations over Nara. I won't say awkward. Nah, that's exaggerating it. It was not awkward at all. But more like people thought I was a girl because Nara's a girl, and people, it's a typical YouTuber thing to be like, oh, well, this is a girl character. Is Prodigy a girl? And it's like that opened up those conversations, and I'm like, no. This is simply a character that I want to write a story for. I mean, I have stories like going for her. Oh, I have concept, origin story, everything, and I still have all these files on my computer of her too. There's so much stuff. Like I was going crazy with it, so I had merch designs and whatnot. I might get back into merch stuff. I've been thinking about opening up merch stores again. I don't know if you guys remember some of these artworks from like 2020 that we had. This was done by Milku. We had this Kyrie art done by Aria. We had like so many different versions for like the t-shirts. Let's see how it look on different colors. I used to start so many of my videos with merch ads, and I look back at them like, oh my gosh, what was I doing on YouTube? Like, now that I know like so much information about like watch time, retention, but back when I just didn't worry about that stuff at all, I literally had like a freaking I literally had like a 40-second like intro, just like advertising some merch, Discord, subscribe or whatever. I will just take the first 30 seconds, and I still grew doing that. Y'all are crazy. I love you guys, but had this Yazora King card artwork. Oh wait, this is the finished version. Like this one, I think this one could have been better. I could have designed this better, but still get the concept. I had a crap ton of merch stuff. This was one of like Lydia's like early artworks. Shion, Cherished Memories. This was like right after KH3. Had on like so many colors and whatnot. People could just, I don't know, a lot of stuff. And there was more. This design actually didn't do that well because I planned to just make this a poster. I don't think I put on a shirt or anything really. I don't remember if I did. This was a Naminé artwork done by Lydia. Okay, no, I did put on a shirt because I have a shirt version of it. But there's a daytime version, nighttime version. Speaking of Naminé, oh man, these cost a lot to make back in the day, bruh. I don't know, fun times. I loved. I used to just spend so much money, bruh, on like paying artists, which was really fun, and I would do it again, to be honest. With a little more like precision though. I used to just throw it out there. I used to just throw out money like, hey bro, you draw, hold up. Take my money. Let me see this. There's a lot of people like that on Twitter who just love going around commissioning artists, and it is a fun thing to do. There is kind of a dopamine aspect to it. Like genuinely, there is. Sorry for the tangent though. Y'all want to talk about Kingdom Hearts again? I'm surprised viewership didn't drop drastically during that. You guys must really like hearing me yap about whatever the heck. I appreciate y'all. Sorry if I stammered a little bit. There's a lot of thoughts that come to my mind when it comes to Nara. I miss her. I miss that character. And I do miss the outro. Oh, I didn't show you guys the Christmas version. I do miss the outro. It's just, she will come back, but when she comes back, there will be a lot more to announce. And, I guess that's something I could have been doing a lot more during this drought, honestly. I don't know. Hindsight's 2020 though, right? I think everyone has dreams. That is one of mine. That is definitely like what you guys see in the Nara outro is like a big future dream that I have to like create characters. The same impact these characters had on me is what I would love to like help happen to other people. Like there's our little brothers, little sisters, our kids perhaps, like they will need, there's already stories. I actually love what the director for Breaking Bad, Plurbius, said. They basically were saying like those generations, like the new generations, they don't have to just re-experience what we liked. They should have their own stories. And I guess that's an example of that. They should have their own stories to experience. And hopefully, one of these days, maybe this could be one of them. Maybe. But should be fun. This was a Christmas. Since it's the holiday season, maybe we should bring this back for live streams. You know, I actually did put the Nara outro on one of my compilations this year. But it was just, I think one person did comment about it, which was fun. KH4 TGA, yes please. In addition to KH4, I also want an announcement for Okami 2, Persona 4 Remake, Sky Second Chapter, Beyond Horizon 2, and Persona 6. I'd be happy if even one of those were announced. Shoot, that's a hefty list right there. Yeah. For me, for the Game Awards, KH4 is obvious. I want KH4. I want to see another GTA 6 trailer personally. I really want to see another GTA 6 trailer. I also want to see I'd say anything fighting game related, to be honest. 2SK was gonna have some cool announcements at the Game Awards. I'd be interested in seeing more of that Naughty Dog game for sure. Oh, wait, speaking of streaming stuff, I used to have this, but I felt like it didn't fit for the start of my streams. I also kind of started doing the optimization thing for streaming, too. I know it's cringe, but a lot of live streams, I had this mindset of like, okay, a lot of people watch my VODs. A lot of people watch the VODs for the streams. Some VODs more than others, but there's at least like a couple of hundred, sometimes even in the thousands of people who come back to watch the VODs, and I want them to, as soon as they come to the stream, like I know a lot of you, I'm probably already talking when you come to the stream, but usually at the start of my streams, within the first like 10 to 20 seconds of me starting it, that 10 seconds is usually just how long it takes me to realize, okay, I'm live, the live feed went through, and I just start talking. I start yapping. I say hello, what's up, open up, talk. Even if I'm stammering, I tell people what the stream's about somewhat, and it's like, that's okay, I want people to come in and not have to skip anything, skip through, if they're watching the VOD in its entirety, which that's just something I think about. But I used to have, what am I trying to pull up? What am I trying to pull up? What the heck? Is it? What is this? Not that. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm looking. That is what I'm looking for. Oh yeah, I did actually have the background of Nara's room. Michi actually made this really tiny simple animation little GIF of this. It's the waves. It's a perfectly loopable thing with the waves. And there is a day, night, and there's a day, night, and sunset version of this. Sunset, day version. And this was Nara adjacent. I should go back to using these. I used to use these as my starting soon screens, basically. I felt like I did do that for a solid year and a half, maybe 2 years. Hold on, I did this in 2022. Yeah, I was using that as my starting soon screen for at least a year or two. I don't fully know why I stopped either, if I'm being honest. I'm not fully sure. What has happened to my chat? There we go. My chat just like randomly disappeared. 0% chance of KH4 showing up? Probably. I think the percent chance is however much you believe in Kingdom Hearts. I think 50% coin flip. Also, the 40th anniversary of Zelda. Please give me an Ocarina of Time remake and or Wind Waker Twilight Princess for Switch. Oh, that would be a huge deal. That'd be really cool. What if they re-announced Missing Link? If Missing Link got canceled and re-announced at the same time, if Missing Link got canceled and re-announced before KH4 got another trailer, I don't know how I'd feel. I'd be happy Missing Link would return, but I really hope it doesn't return as a mobile game. I actually don't want it to. I guess you could say I hope it returns in general. Like, I will take it, but I don't want another mobile game. I don't. Be honest with me, chat. Do y'all want another mobile game for Kingdom Hearts? Do y'all want another canon mobile game? You started playing Cage for the first time in 2021. Yo, let's go, Preston. How do you like the series? Then I beat the first game, and a week later it says I'm watching the Nintendo Direct. Oh, is that when Sora came to Smash? Sora's an Ultimate? Heck yeah. Heck no. No, nobody wants more mobile games, man. A Cage mobile game, not a Snowball. Not a Snowball's chance in hell. Yeah, I really don't want another mobile game, man. We just don't need it. Like, we just don't. Like, it's not healthy for the franchise. It's not healthy to go back and experience, because like, look what's going on with Missing Link. It's not good. It's not a good thing for it. We talk about, like, okay, we are very worried about our experience, and that is the main thing I care about. That's what most people should care about. Most people should care about their experience. As a creator, that is also the case for me, mostly. I'd say, like, you guys, y'all should mostly just care about your experience, right? Be faithful, be honest to yourself. Try not to be as toxic, be a little understanding, have a little bit of perspective. But with those things, you should care about your experience, because your experience makes up the greater whole of everyone else's. That's how we get, like, authentic criticism, authentic reviews that aren't, like, inflated or glazed or blah blah blah, right? Me as a creator, one, I don't want mobile games personally, because I don't like canon mobile games. During a lot of these Union Cross updates that you see in my reactions, during a lot of those live streams after the fact, or during a lot of those live streams, I don't know, in between updates, constantly, we don't need canon mobile games. I've been against that basically since they made the expansion to Union Cross. I've been against that. I'm not for it. Story's peak. Story is gas. Story is peak on peak on peak. It is one of the best stories in Kingdom Hearts. Would be the best, maybe, if it wasn't a mobile game. Personally, I think that. That's how I feel about Missing Link. That's how I feel about Union Cross and Dark Road. They are so freaking good that if they put an ounce of the effort into the gameplay of those games as they did into 2, 3, 1, Birth by Sleep, Dream. It could be recoded or days level, and it will
49
be
Misen donated $4.99. My friend is playing KH1 first time. I feel bad. He didn't understood abilities, stock, AP up, strength up, defense up until second Riku fight in HB lol.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the $5 donation, 49, and that is pretty much how I play KH1 for the first time as well. That is insane. You're not even helping them out with that? You know, I respect that though. I respect that, because it's like, or is it when they got to that fight that you told them? Were they struggling on that fight and they were like, man, I can't do any damage? No, you're good. Trust me, you never have to apologize for like dropping a super chat. Well, heck no. I appreciate the heck out of that. Yeah. How do you turn off the notification noises on YouTube? What do you mean? You're talking about the chat bot? No, what are you talking about? Or you're talking about on your phone? I'm confused going down swinging. But thank you for the dono. And yeah, I basically experienced the same thing pretty much growing up. Because I did not realize you could do all that with abilities and like AP ups, defense ups, and all that stuff. Do you guys know KH1 on beginner starts you off with like so many strength and defense ups? It's kind of ridiculous. Like you outscale like most of the game. It's kind of crazy. You heard on your end as well? Oh, well, going down swinging, the freaking the TTS is like on for me. Like it's just on stream. Anytime someone donates, it's just the way for like people to feel like their donation, like, it's a way for people to feel like their donation is a part of the stream. I know it sounds weird, but that's all it is. So everyone hears it. I'm sorry if you don't like it, but everybody hears it. Like, I hear it, you guys hear it. It's like part of the event, part of the spectacle of the stream. And no worries. But as I was saying beforehand, the reason I feel that way about mobile games, I don't want Union Cross, Dark Road, Missing Link. As good as their stories are, they would be even better, and it hurts. It hurts how good they are because they would be so much better if they weren't mobile titles. And I don't even hate mobile games inherently. I don't have anything really super bad against mobile games. I just don't like it for Kingdom Hearts. I don't like them being canon, especially for Kingdom Hearts. Like, it'd be really cool to have just a casual Kingdom Hearts mobile game, gacha game. You pull some medals, you do some fights, you do some what-if scenarios. That would be so fun and so good. It just doesn't need to be canon. It doesn't need to be required. Let it be a side thing. But they don't do that with Kingdom Hearts. The mobile games are canon. They're kind of they're kind of like they're really important to the story, especially the future one. Like, bro, Strelitzia was in the first trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4. The first trailer for KH4. What does that tell you? Does that scream to you, oh yeah, I can skip Union Cross? I mean, maybe, but like, who knows? You might be missing out on a lot. They might gloss over some things that many of us know, and you might not have as good of an experience or impression or first impression on that character because you didn't play the mobile games. And that sucks, because who wants to have to play a canon mobile game? Or rather, my bad, this is even worse. This is more fuel for the fire. Watch a YouTube video. They're canceled. They're not out. Like, you can't download the mobile games. Like, you can download some APKs. Sure, Jared made a video. I don't know if that was the video was about, but like, you can download some APKs. But like, you can't experience the mobile games like in a authentic way anymore. Like, you have to do some theater mode stuff. That the theater mode isn't even ordered for Union Cross. It isn't even ordered properly. Like, it sucks. It's bad. It's trash. I don't want people to have to go back to Kingdom Hearts and experience it like that. That's not fun. Like, when I recommend someone a Kingdom Hearts game, I don't want to like, I don't know. I do care about that. So again, as a fan, me personally, I don't like that. Then on the other end, on the other aspect, I don't like recommending people the mobile games because I feel like I have to. Now, hopefully they remaster them. I have faith that they'll remaster the mobile games, but I don't have faith they'll do it before KH4. I think they're going to do it. I think they're going to do it after KH4. If the right time to remaster the mobile games is after KH4, more than likely. But, yeah. My War, this is the second time you came into my stream saying I'm so confused. But thank you for the resub. I appreciate that. Yeah, Missing Link should have been a console game, man. Like, they're doing GPS mobile stuff with Missing Link. Like, they could have spent all that time making a console game, and it probably would have at least sold like 1 to 2 mil as just a regular console KH title about Scala and Kylum. Like, it would have been fun. I don't think Meta Warrior is a bot, but don't be mean. I don't know, chat, y'all like... So, okay, like, I have been met, like, I have come to realize, and sometimes I need to not play devil's advocate, or I need to not, like, I don't know, I need to not be... I don't know how to describe it. Sometimes I need to not play devil's advocate. Because sometimes I try too hard to try and think about, okay, what is this other person thinking? And how can we reach an understanding by using what they're thinking, understanding what they're thinking, and then coming to like a middle ground, sort of, right? So, but I feel like people just kind of interpret things how they want. But I've made a lot of comments on the mobile game, so depending on which comment you've seen, your interpretation may be different. But I feel like that is the one I've said the most. Like, I do not hate the mobile games at all. I just don't think they should have ever really been a thing. They should have never been canon. I'm glad. I think that story is really good, and it should be canon, as in it's a good story. It shouldn't be canon because it's a mobile game people have to go out of their way for, and it's a chore to experience. It is a hiccup on the Kingdom Hearts story. But I noticed, like, there's such drastic interpretations of, like, the mobile game slander. Like, at least for me, I've dealt with some of it. Some people interpret me not liking the mobile games as, like... Some people interpret me not wanting the mobile games to be canon, or me saying it was a good thing Missing Link got canceled, quote unquote, right? Which that is something I've said before. That is an argument I've said. Me saying it's a good thing Missing Link got canceled. Which, if I just say that verbatim, that's fair. You can criticize that. But it's taken as, oh, well, it's a good thing these devs' hard work like went to waste. But no, I think mobile games aren't good for the future of Kingdom Hearts, and it's done nothing but like, I won't say it's done nothing, but it's divided the fandoms in ways people don't really realize, and I always knew that was going to be the case. We saw it when KH4's trailer like dropped, bruh. Like, half of the trailer was people asking who's Strelitzia. Like, half of the response was who's Strelitzia. Like, you think that's gonna get better with more trailers, more mobile game characters, more foreteller reveals? You think it's gonna get better over time? Like, because for every fan who's confused about who these characters are, you're gonna have 10 fans being like, oh, they're from this mobile game, they're from Key Back Cover, they're from X, Y, and Z. You can watch all of this on YouTube. And it's like, I can see the look on that fan's face. Don't get me wrong, YouTube's not some inconvenient way to like experience something necessarily. It's just like, it's just weird. It's not how you want to experience a game. Like, I don't want to experience a game through YouTube, bruh. I don't want to. I don't prefer that. Some people do via Let's Plays, reactions. Some people choose to, but I think that's the thing. This should be a choice, not a requirement. Like, how would you guys experience Union Cross if, like, Damo didn't make that video, if Everglow didn't have a compilation, if KH Insider didn't have a compilation of it, you guys would be going through the theater mode out of order, right? How do you get to the theater mode without downloading an APK? It's just like when you break down these layers, there's a lot of problems there. Like, Square's not even profiting off of the game anymore. Like, they're not even profiting off of people experiencing the story. That as a business is very flawed. This is a lot of things. It's a lot of things that are messed up. I don't know. And I care about those things. Some people don't, but I think enough people do that it warrants attention. Same way, I didn't care about a lot of the complaints people have with KH3, but there's enough complaints that some of them might warrant attention. And, you know, whatever adjustments they make, I just hope they make those adjustments in a way that it satisfies me. I have worries for KH4 based off of KH3's criticism. I loved keyword transformations. I loved keyword transformations more than drive forms. I love the story of KH3. I love those ones. I love the music. I love the boss fights. I loved how hard Remind was. Most people didn't finish Remind. Most reviewers trashed Remind because it was too hard. Y'all remember that review that came out of Remind? That was like, yeah, I'm replaying through like all this story that I just played a year ago, which is a very fair criticism. But then they're like, oh, these bosses are actually impossible to defeat. I don't know how they expect any player to do this. 5 out of 10 or like 2 out of 10 or something, right? And it's like, Square might respond to that and be like, maybe we shouldn't make our bosses hard anymore. Maybe we shouldn't do all this crazy design with our bosses. Maybe we shouldn't do keyword transformations because people like drive forms and want more dual wielding forms. And some people might think they're right, but I like keyword transformations. So for me, if we went back to only drive forms, it would kind of feel like regressing a little bit, you know? Like, I want a mix. I want like a solid mix. I want a solid innovation with the mix. But they got a lot of people to please, and that's one of the skills of the game developer. They gotta figure out a way to try and please as many people as possible. They're not going to please everyone, but as many people as possible, that the people happy with it are louder than the people who aren't, because there's more of them. That's the goal. That's the hope, right? You gotta realize Disney did something where they took away all Nomura's privileges, and that's what Nomura was talking about at the concert. Okay, so Jack Nichols, you say I gotta realize, as if you realize that. Why do you realize that? What makes you say that? What information are you going off of that makes you say that? You said you gotta realize Disney did something where they took away all of Nomura's privileges. What information do you have to go off of to come to that conclusion? You could be right, but I don't know, because we have no information about that. Yeah, I got some heavy speculation. Like, Disney could be, like, I think it's a combination of things. I think Disney, because they have to go through the extra layer of Disney, Kingdom Hearts does take more of a process to get things done. 1000%. 2, I also think it's probably because of the Square restructure. I think the Square restructure plus Disney are both of the reasons Kingdom Hearts has probably gotten no news. They might have given us the trailer. They might have given us more than screenshots. They might have given us some interviews or some additional news, but they've barely been able to say literally anything, probably because Square doesn't want them to, and if Square did allow them to, they'd have to go through Disney and go through the extra layers and layers and layers, and at that point, might not even be worth it for them. Maybe. Who knows? Yeah, Square has definitely not been doing great. Have you guys seen the recent business report? Do you guys see that the recent reports, by the way? Let me pull them up. I'll find them somewhere. Crap. What's the SpongeBob music? If Square got acquired, what I want it to be, I don't want Square to get acquired, period. But it'd probably be Sony. I think Sony is like number one up there. Sony or Microsoft for sure, right? I don't think Nintendo would buy Square Enix, but it would definitely be Sony or Microsoft, I think. I think Nintendo be buying Square Enix would be like the worst thing ever because Nintendo would just make their junk exclusive, bruh. I don't want Kingdom Hearts would. I do not want Kingdom Hearts exclusive to Nintendo platforms ever. Microsoft might not be the worst thing ever, but Microsoft also, if Square worked for Microsoft, Microsoft would probably like they'd be significantly more prone to layoffs and stuff at Microsoft, maybe even more than Sony, because I think Microsoft's an even bigger company than Sony is, obviously. So, I think it'd probably be Sony. I mentioned Disney, like, but my friend did make a good point the other day, and they were like, it's not super often Japanese companies are bought by like English ones, so they probably go to another Japanese company would more than likely buy them out. But I'm gonna say Disney because if Disney wanted to protect the KHIP in some way, shape, or form, I could see them just dipping their toes in like the gaming realm and just, hey, Square, that'd be an easy acquisition for them. Epic, you know what? That is a good one. I actually think Epic Games buying Square Enix would not be a bad acquisition either. Because Square does have some pretty good No, that might be number two. I think it might be Sony or Epic. Sony or Epic Games would be like the two big companies I could see doing that. And Disney also has ties to Epic as well, so that would probably be a sale that, like, as far as not that Disney has any say in Square's sale, but that'd be something where Kingdom Hearts probably wouldn't be super scary. You know what I mean? Fortnite and Kingdom Hearts will go crazy. Hey, I was just saying, chat, we got one more membership before we reach the 40. So if you guys want to, hit that goal, we got $1 memberships, ! Member in the chat, tier X. It's $1. It's a buckaroo, $1, you know? Let's do a little call to action. You know what I'm saying? %600 loss on Union Cross and Dark Road is crazy. I don't think even still work for memberships. I haven't even checked. It does. All right, cool. Alright, time to change the wallpaper up. I've already been live a little longer than I thought we would. I don't know about some of these KH wallpapers. I guess we'll go back to the KH3 one. KH3 one was good. Yeah. That doesn't have to be a KH wallpaper. One of my favorite wallpapers is this Ganyu one. I really love this Ganyu one. I don't play Genshin like that anymore, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Alright, we'll go back to the KH one. We'll just chill on the KH one. Yeah, Yeah. I did think about doing rando this stream with Tachi, but I'm unsure. Lorcana card of Mickey. I kind of want to get into Disney Lorcana because I feel like if I got into any TCG like sort of card game type thing, it should be a Disney or Kingdom Hearts one. Might play some Uni. Actually, that might be what I do. That actually might be what I do. I might play some Under Night. Alright, chat. So, quick favor and question for y'all. So, would you guys be interested, and so, I don't know why I pitch it like that. Well, sure. Would you guys be interested in subscribing to the fighting game channel? I do have a fighting game channel that I put a lot of love and care into. I say that, though I haven't uploaded on it. We haven't uploaded a video on it in a month. We upload a lot of shorts. We have some Under Night videos coming up, and we're definitely about to make some videos on these upcoming fighting game announcements at the Game Awards for sure, which is going to be really exciting and hype. But I would appreciate it. We're almost at 100 subs on that channel. I haven't even advertised it too much on the KH channel. I want to like push it a lot more when we get to I am excited for Dust Fade, by the way, Strawberries. I want to push it a lot more when we upload a lot more videos. But for these live streams, I don't mind just like advertising it, pushing it a little bit. I'm going to be streaming probably a lot of fighting games to promote the channel a lot more. That should be fun. Yo, thank you. Thank you, Kryptonite. Fighting games is a big passion of mine on the side, like, next to Kingdom Hearts. It is... I've traveled to tournaments. I've traveled across the country for tournaments, and it's been a really good, really fun time. Seeing friends, making new friends, making new experiences. I love fighting games. I love the FGC. So I really appreciate if you guys supported that channel about racing games. I'm not into racing games like that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think right now of what I want to do. Type of fighting games that I prefer. My favorite fighting game is Under Night, but I like pretty much everything. The only fighting games I'm not super experienced in, but I still appreciate them is 3D fighters. 3D fighters like kind of similar to Tekken, Soul Calibur. I'm not as experienced in like those games, but I really love. I'm pretty flexible, and I love a lot of fighting games. From Mortal Kombat, Guilty Gear, Under Night, Street Fighter. 2SKO. I've been playing a lot of 2SKO. It's been a lot of fun. Am I going to play Tokon? I'm not too hot on Tokon at the moment, honestly, but I haven't been able to give it a try myself yet. So my opinions will fully shape when I give the game a try myself. But I will play it. I will have the game and play it. So yeah. Shalissa will have more screen time than Kyrie ever did. That's insane. That's actually insane. I must admit. All right. I'm debating if I want to end it here or if I want to play a fighting game. I should probably end it because I gotta cook. Should hang out with my partner, you know. I've been streaming. She's been very nice and has let me stream the majority of this time. So yeah. All right. I'm going to find someone to raid. Let's see. I'm going to find somebody to raid. What's it looking like? Dang, that sucks. All right. Dang, I can't raid anyone, bro. I want to check out what? Felt that boxing? I don't know what that is. Is that a fighting game coming up? I'm not aware of that one. It's on Steam. I want to look that up. Felt that boxing. I've actually had Under Night open the entire time I've been playing, or I've been streaming. This game's pretty low and is not very intensive. Let's see, felt that boxing. Oh, that's that puppet game. Oh, okay. It might be, I don't even know what this like really is, but it might be fun. Like I don't even know what it is though. Like, I don't know what. The game looks so weird. You know what? Let's rate a up and coming creators. Now they probably don't know, they don't have the YouTube thing like up, but let's raid King Ricky. They're an up and coming Kingdom Hearts streamer from the TikTok community. I want you guys to go over to their stream. I want you guys to type Prodigy Raid. All right, Prodigy Raid, like that, or you can do a hashtag. I don't care what you do, but type Prodigy Raid. Anyways, spamming it. Thank you guys for coming out. You all have a great night. See you guys later.